Buckle up, boys, because we have a lot to cover. From all the 1.2 Astrites and pulls to new Changli buffs and animations, and some epic optimizations, which includes a Waveplate storage system. Before we begin, a disclaimer that the amount of Astrites mentioned in this video might be inaccurate, as there may be things such as quest or bug changes which can be taken into effect. So keep in mind to expect a slightly higher or lower amount depending on how Kuro Games is feeling for patch 1.2. Version 1.2 will go live August 15th, but because of time zone differences, it will be available a day earlier depending on where you live. Phase 1 will be releasing Xiangli Yao, who is 100% power creeping our glorious white-haired king Sephiroth. He's going to be a free, yes, 100% free electric gauntlet main DPS. And Phase 2 will be releasing Zhezhi, which is a new Glacial Rectifier sub DPS, who is speculated to be the perfect support for Zhezhi. Starting with the dailies, completing all your daily commissions every day over a 42-day period will grant 2,520 Astrite. The store will refresh, allowing you to purchase 7 standard, 7 limited, and 7 weapon pulls. And moving on to endgame content, the Tower of Adversity will reset over a course of 18 days, giving 700 Astrite if you're able to clear all 3 stages, for a total of 1400 Astrite. Next are the data mined upcoming events. We will be getting another Gifts of Celestial Light check-in event, rewarding 5 standard and 5 limited pulls. It'll be similar to the one that we have in version 1.1, with the background being Zhezhi. Depths of Elusive Realm Season 3 will be giving a total of 1000 Astrite, and there are a couple more events such as Moonlit Wishes giving 1200 Astrite, Do Echoid's Dream of Electric Sheep giving 500 Astrite, and Resonance of the Sea Song giving another 500 Astrite. Along with this, the character trials for upcoming characters Zhezhi and Changli Yao will give us 20 Astrite each, totaling in at 40. Unlike 1.1, there won't be a new map to explore, so there will be no new Astrite from exploration, so we'll be limited on that front, but we can still expect Astrite from achievements, tutorials, and Resonator tutorials for a small chunk of 380. As for quests, not a lot of them are actually rewarding Astrite. It only looks like 3 quests give Astrite as a reward, coming in at a whopping 280 from 3 quests. The main quest, companion quest for Zhezhi, and an exploration quest. Finally, we have maintenance and bug compensations. So the 1.2 server maintenance and bug compensation will provide us with 600 right total after its maintenance update. To summarize, as a free-to-play player, the amount of Astrite that we can acquire from all sources in the upcoming patch comes to a total of 8,420 Astrite, 12 standard pulls, 17 limited pulls, and 7 weapon pulls. When converted to only limited pulls, we get a total of 64 limited convene pulls. Keep in mind that if we include the Lunite subscription, it increases our total Astrite to 12,800, which is equivalent to 91 limited convene pulls. And if you have both the Lunite subscription and the Battle Pass, you can earn up to 13,420 Astrite and 4 additional limited pulls, bringing our total limited convene pulls to around 98 or 99. That's not all, boys. We got a lot more to talk about, so sit your ass back down. So for the test version content description for CBT 1.2, there was a Chinese description that was translated, and it says that 5-star characters Xiangli Yao and Zhezhi, and 5-star weapons Zhu Fang, Zuan Shu, and Kong Zi Bing Zhao. Yeah, so those are the new weapons and the 2 new characters for version 1.2. And as for character adjustments, it looks like Changli got some minor buffs. Actually, I would say they're pretty major buffs because it was changing the way that people were thinking of building her with their 3 cost echoes. So it looks like the character adjustments are as follows. The resonance liberation cost for Changli has been reduced from 150 resonance energy to 125 energy. And her weapon has been adjusted from, after reaching 14 stacks of Zuyo Scorching Feathers, all stacks will reset within 12 seconds. This was previously 10 seconds, so she has an extra 2 seconds with all the stacks to do a bunch of damage. This is a pretty substantial buff because people were thinking of replacing her 3-star cost echoes. One of them, instead of being a double fusion damage combination, they were gonna put energy regen because of how long it would take to theoretically do her rotation and get her ultimate. So this will alleviate the need of a 3-star energy regen and just needing the energy regen from just her substat rolls. As for newly added and optimized content that is currently in testing, we have a new themed update for the event mode Deep Fall Fantasia Feast of Dreams Together. I don't know what this is about, I'm gonna be honest. We do have a new co-op defense event, which could be hinting towards some sort of tower defense mode. It's called Did the Echo Chamber Dream of Electric Sheep? This was mentioned in the Asterite calculations earlier, but I think both of the translations were off, so I feel like both of these are wrong. The theme will be around something like some sleepy shit. I don't even know, man. But yeah, a co-op defense mode would be pretty cool because, to be honest, they're not utilizing the echo function, they're not utilizing the co-op function to its full potential. Like, there's so much more that can be done with co-op in terms of events and exploration. So I'm glad to see that a co-op defense event is being added into the game, whether it's like you're using your resonators to defend something against like a certain number of waves of enemies or something. It's up for debate, but it's looking to be a cool event no matter what, because everyone loves co-op events unless it's PvP, let's be honest. New feature, Perilous Missions, Eternal Vigilance, another thing I don't really know much about. A new system setting, so multiple enemy search mode, which could be referring to multiple echo tracking mode to make echo farming a bit easier, so you can have like your own little custom route. Or maybe it's looking to be like you're able to track all of the 3 costs for fusion instead of having to track a specific 3 cost and getting whatever. So it's looking like you can do multiple 3 costs or multiple 1 cost, whatever, for tracking and optimally farming. A new feature for PC, so some graphics cards can now enable 120 FPS display. Hopefully this is from the 30 series and up, or maybe even lower, because I know some people have lower end PCs, but I have read some rumors on 40 series getting it, which would suck balls. So hopefully this is very open to a lot of graphics card options and not just isolating the lower end and the higher end with an FPS paywall. That would kind of suck. That's like another level of microtransactions. That would be a macro transaction at that point, because you have to buy a whole ass graphics cards for 60 more frames per second. And then I think one of the best features for this update would be the stamina storage system. So this is similar to the storage system from Honkai Star Rail, in which once your stamina reaches a cap, so it's cap of 240, extra stamina will be stored and can be put to use another time. So say you don't play the game for like a week, you'll come back and you'll have like a ton of extra stamina left over, which you can use for more farming. So this is like the main feature for casual players and people who can't log in every day to do their dailies, or even people who take a huge break and come back when a character that they want comes out, and they can just farm the hell out of them and just pretty much max them out on day 1. And another epic feature is the new exploration tool, which is auxiliary machine shooting. So this is looking to be a tool that you can use instead of swapping pistol users onto your team to do shooting puzzles. You can just use this tool instead and not swap out your level 1 Shishia to shoot a target. You can just use this tool and shoot a target and not have to go into your team tab. You know, I've been literally saying this from like day 1. I'm like, why am I switching to units I don't even use to do a puzzle? It's kind of annoying, but this is a W. And there have been some more interface optimizations. So they've improved the display of main screen buffs. So it's looking like the buffs that we get mainly from weapons, hopefully this will be displayed now, so you'll know that your weapons are actually giving you the buffs that are intended during combat. So it'll be good to see this actually displayed on the screen, as well as system optimization, so a databank sorting optimization system. And lastly, we have mobile performance optimizations. What do you guys think about the update version 1.2? It's looking to be a filler update, but because of all the optimizations, it's gonna be a banger update regardless, even if there's no new story or new map. If you got value from this video, please consider subscribing and liking for more content like this. Thanks for watching.